D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I just finished the episode of The Bad Batch, episode 4, and it's called Cornered. And I thought it was a pretty good episode. I liked it. There was a lot of action. We got to see Fennec Sand in this one, and she was introduced in the Mandalorian season 1. In an episode that everybody didn't like, but I actually kind of like that episode with Fennec Sand in it. It's like whatever, but I like this character. I can't remember the name of the actress that plays her, but I like her a lot. She voiced Mulan in the cartoon in the 90s or whatnot, and she also played the character from Agents of Shield. I don't remember the name of the character. It doesn't even matter. Anyways, so I really like this character, and I like the actress. I think she does a great job. She's got a great voice for this. I have to admit though, the Bad Batch and Omega, I'm not really interested in her story. I don't care what Omega is or who Omega is or what importance she has. I honestly don't care. So it'll be interesting when they reveal it if I will care after that. But as of right now, I have no interest in it. I know that's crazy. But let's just go ahead and break this episode down and everything. Like I said, I did like the episode though. So it starts off, they're in their ship and they've found the planet that they're going to go to hang out at. It's an abandoned planet. There's nobody on it and everything. And Wrecker is all upset about it. And Omega's all like, oh, we're just going to go hide. And she's like, I've been on Camino my whole life. And they're all like, yeah, well, everybody's looking for you, kid, and us. So we need to hide kind of thing. But then the smart one, Tech, I think that's his name. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. He's all like, hey, we need rations and we need fuel because we won't be able to make it to that planet. So they decide to land on a different planet. I don't remember the name of the planet, but I did like the look of the planet. I will talk about it. Like I liked this. I like the architecture. I like the look of it. It's very Coruscant-esque, but also a mixture of Tatooine. So a little mixture of Tatooine and Coruscant together. I liked it. So then they land. And these two are just talking about, they need to, they are talking also that they need to change the signature of their ship because the Empire can whenever you like, hey, give us your transmissions, or they can check the code on a ship and they can realize that they're wanted kind of thing. So this little pig guy comes out and he's all like, I need to scan your ship. And they're all like, you could forget that part. And he's like, I could with a little dollar bills, yo. And so Tech gives him some credits or whatnot, and he goes away. But while he's there in his little office, he radios Fennec Sand. And she's all like, ooh, I'm looking for Omega and I found her kind of thing. So then they're gathering up all their crap that they can sell. And Hunter has an explosive, and he's like, that's what we're going to sell kind of thing. And then Fives goes with him, and he looks kind of like a droid because he's all mechanical and everything. And Wrecker has to stay behind, and Omega gets to go with. So she's checking stuff out. She's like, oh, the big city and everything. And everybody's cheering on the troops and everything because the war is over. But they notice this little thing that he's all like, get a ID code, get Imperial credits, yada, yada. And all the people are happy and everything because the war is over. And she's like, isn't that a good thing? And he's all like, it depends on what side you're on. So these two, Wrecker and Tech, are trying to fix the ship. And, yeah, that's pretty much that. So then they go to this dealer and they're trying to sell the bomb. But he's like, I've got a reputable business here. I don't sell in black market stuff. And he's like, but you could sell me your droid because he thinks Tech is a droid. And he's like, I'll give you 2,000. And Tech's all like, what? And he's all like, I'm worth more than that. And he's like, because he's all like, listen, we'll sell you to him for the 2,000. Then when I'll give you the signal and you'll leave and you'll come find us and everything. So they sell him, but Omega sees these little space puppies and they grab her doll and they go away and Fennec is watching. She's all like, oh, I'm going to watch and everything. And they take off with her doll and she chases after him like an idiot. And she runs into Fennec and Fennec's all like, can I help you, little girl? And everything, like Big Bad Wolf style. She's like, yeah, I've lost my friends. And she's like, let me help you and everything. We'll go find them together. So then Tech puts in with these droids and reveals he's a human. She's like, I'm going to tell the master. And he's all like, you tell the master, I'm going to kill you kind of thing. So then Fennec runs into this woman with some fruit and steals some for her and Omega. And they're just chit chatting along. She's like, it's so good that I have my friends. She's like, yes, it is good, kind of thing. But then Hunter shows up, and Hunter gets what's doing right off the bat. So then him and Fennec, they fight, and that was a pretty good scene. And she headbutts him and everything. I don't know how I feel about Fennec's helmet. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like, it's got the eye slit, which I like that because you can see her eyes and she's all like mysterious and everything. But I don't know how I like the face guard and the helmet part. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so then these two are fixing it and they get the little thing, and Tech's all like trying to change their code or whatnot. And the droids are all hanging out, kind of thing. And he's all like, I would be faster if I had some astromech droids. And he's like, that's silly. That's so funny because I have astromech droids. And so they leave, and he's like, you're not a droid. And he's like, you got a bargain, kind of thing. And so they leave. And then Omega goes down in the sewers, and Tech sees her because he's tapped into the cameras of the city. And Wrecker goes down there to get her, but then Fennec shows up, and Fennec, because he's all brawn and no brains, defeats him. And then Omega goes up this ladder, and then back at the thing, the droids show up and they start fixing the ship. But then Omega's on top of this little tower thing, and she gets knocked off, and she's like dangling or whatnot. So Hunter steals this little speeder bike, and she's dangling and everything. Fennec shows up and grabs her, but she's like, tuck and roll, kid, tuck and roll, and drops her into this little thing down below her. So then there's a big car chase, very Attack of the Clones esque in Coruscant. This reminded me so much of that Coruscant car chase through the city and everything. And like I said before, this city is very like from this picture, it's very like Coruscant meets Tatooine meets Aladdin kind of thing, because with the architecture and stuff. So then there's this big chase and everything. They drop out. I really liked this part because Fennec shows up over this guy's thing, and he's like, what? And then she smashes his head, and then he's like, whoa, and everything. I was like, oh, she just killed that man, like straight up. They just showed a murder on Star Wars. So then some coppers show up and everything, and this chase was really cool. I can't really describe how cool it was just because it's like you got to watch it and everything, but the chase was really cool. And I liked it a lot. And then finally what happens is, so he gets her on his little speeder bike and saves her and everything. And then Fennec is going to shoot at him, but he takes that explosive that he was going to get and he throws it at the speeder thing she was at, and she has to jump. And so she jumps and it explodes. And that's a really good shot right there. And then she's watching them as they go away. And then Wrecker's watching. He's trying to get to the action, but then they pass him. He's like, oh, I'm missing all the action and everything. And they fix the ship. And the astromech droids are all like, yay, and everything. And he's like, you're free, go back to your home, and then everything. And then everybody gets there. And this guy's like, you can't leave and everything. And they fly off of the planet. I like that planet. It looks cool. And then so they're like, well, she was a bounty hunter. But the question, they're looking for you, kid. But the question is, who was she at, or who was she working for? And I have that question too, because we didn't get the answer to that. So then Fennec goes to this guy and he's like, please don't shoot me, kind of thing. I tried to get him to stay, and she gives him some credits, and she's like, if they come back, you know how to get a hold of me. So she doesn't kill him because she's like, hey, I can't be killing my informants, because if I do that and word gets out, like, I won't have any more informants. So then she gets on the horn and she's like, she got away, but I'm still tracking them, kind of thing. She looks off to space, and that's the end of the episode. We're going to go to that. So like I said before, I really liked this episode. I thought it was really good. I like these Star Wars Clone Wars type shows. This is the thing. I like this show, but I'm interested in The Bad Batch is I find the least interesting thing about this show, and they're the main characters. Like, I want to know everything about like Fennec. I want to see more Fennec and less Bad Batch. I don't know what that is. I wish it wasn't like that, because I do like the show because it's Star Wars and it's in that universe and I love it. And I don't dislike the Bad Batch. It's just they're my, like, on a list of things. Like the last episode, I was more interested in seeing the Empire and how they came, like how they started to move things along from the Republic to the Empire. I was more interested in that than I was the Bad Batch story. And in this one, I'm more interested in Fennec, who she's working for, how she tracks them down, all that stuff. I'm way more interested in that than I am in the Bad Batch and Omega. So I think that this show, like, so I like this show. This episode was very good. I liked the car chase scene. That was very cool. Or speeder car chase scene. That was very cool, and like I said, I liked seeing Fennec come to the animation screen. So tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? Were you like me and you were happy to see Fennec? What was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part? Who is your favorite member of the Bad Batch? I like Tech, the guy, because he's kind of a douche, but I kind of like that about him. At the same time, it kind of annoys me. Anyways, go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next week on my Bad Batch breakdown and review. You guys have a good week. May the force be with you. Bye.